Hi, today we'll be talking about scaling and proportion. I mean, the way of effectively using scaling and proportion in graphic design. First, I would like to take us through a journey of a principle personally use to get or to derive good proportion, proper scaling to my designs. So first, I would like to take us through the journey of golden ratio circles. What is golden ratio circle? Golden ratio circle was gotten from the principle of Fibonacci spiral. So as you can see, it's a combination of circles on an actual rectangle of a 1 is to 1.618 width. The length of this rectangle 1.618 and the height is 1. So 1 is to 1.61. So the further it go, the ratio is between a ratio of 1 is to 1.618. So this is the spiral. The spiral. This applies to almost all designs. Almost, not almost, all designs I've actually seen. It's also the human. It can also be called the human development design. The human, the natural configuration of the human being. So I should be able to say more about this principle on on the next video during our final class for the principle of designs. So this principle has been applied to several designs, logo designs, even architectural designs, buildings, um, graphic designs. It can be used on flyer, it can be used on posters, it can be used on anything. So this is what I actually I derived by myself during the course of application to flyer design, basically, because I've seen it being used on logo design most times. So I will try to throw up some pictures where it was used on logo designs, normal logo designs that we do see in our everyday life, which I will take us to. Aha, this is a Toyota design. So this is the rectangle for, as you can see, this Toyota, it's the rectangle for the Fibonacci spiral. So Fibonacci, yeah, I don't know, Fibonacci, anyhow, Fibonacci spiral. So, as you can see, one of these is 1 is to 1.618. That is the ratio the principle works with. So, you can also apply this particular ratio with every of your designs and it will come out well. Sometimes you feel challenged picking the size of fonts to use in this particular session, the size of fonts you use to use in a particular section, just to identify or to express hierarchy or bring out focus in your design. You get confused about what size can I use in this typeface, what what size of font, what size of shape can I use here, how should I build a relationship between the shapes and elements in the design. This is a perfect way to solve your problem by using the ratio of 1 is to 1.618. So now, the popular Pepsi logo too was actually conceptualized through that principle. The National Geography, not geo-wide logo too was also conceptualized through that. The Twitter logo, as we can see, and on Chevron logo, 1 is to 1.6 and all of that. So that is the beauty of the golden ratio. That's the beauty of the golden ratio. So I will show you how this can be applied in your everyday designs. So I still have some other pictures to put up. Well, the Windows logo too was also this is Volkswagen, Google logo, and on and on and on and on and on and on Apple logo too, as we can see. So now let's not spend much time on this and go straight down to the application, how to apply golden ratio to your design. So I will create a basic shape, a square. Okay, let me make it a square instead. Let me make it a square. So I can resize by holding on Alt to maintain the size. So if I have this shape, change the color to okay, and the stroke to so if I have this now, let me create a shape in line with this ratio, the golden ratio, a shape that will follow a next shape that will follow the golden ratio that will help me in balancing and proportionally scaling this shape in any of my designs. So let's duplicate this. Now I can go to scaling, double tap on it. Then what I can do is I can decide to increase it. I can decide to increase this particular shape. So I can increase it by 200, 400, and all of that. But that's not what we are doing here. We want to work with the golden ratio. So what I do is my own. So this is so I open my calculator. What do I type? I do a calculation on the ratio. Now I have a scale at percentage. Now I want to convert the ratio to percentage. What I do is 1 divided by 1.618 divided by the 1 times 100. So this is the ratio 161.8% is the ratio of what I'm working with. Is a ratio that will help me maintain 100%. 200% will take it further. It will not be in line with the golden ratio concept. So if I input the 161.8, then I am scaling this image, this shape to exactly the proportion of golden ratio. Just immediately. Now you know I'm scaling uniformly though. Then okay, then we are good. Then I can move this to align with this. So these elements are of golden ratios to each other if there's anyone like that. So let's go to the next one. Let's do the with test and see how test works because I basically every time, most times, I use it with test. So now click on test, create, yeah. Now the test size, let me make the test size okay. Let me make the test size right. Scale, yes, make this test size 60. Okay, highlight 60. Now then I can adjust this. Now I can duplicate this again. Now I'll be creating a golden ratio out of these two relationships. So scaling, double click, then still on that same idea 161.8%, just click OK and let's see what. As you can see, then I align it, make sure it aligns. Can you see it's intersecting? Then I can still do more. I can still do more of this and do one of these also. So to do one of these, what do? I double tap. Now I want to reduce it down. I don't want to take it up. I want to bring it down. So what I just do is like I just take one out of it, still around that ratio. How did I calculate this? Let me make a calculation of that myself. Make a calculation of that myself. So this is how I calculate it. So to bring it down, this is to scale it up. Now to bring it down, I do 1 divided by 1.618 times 100. Then we have 61.8. Then I come to Illustrator, paste my 61.8. Then I'm good. So now basically To increase, I use on a ratio of 61.8. To reduce, yes, I use on a ratio of 61.8 percentage. And to increase, I use on a ratio of 161.8%. So, okay. And that is that. Now, for this, I will do the same. Let me align this perfectly well. Then let me scale this by 161. Now, this is the beauty of it. Can you see this? Proportion are very perfect. Now I can reduce this to strike a balance, you know. Let's reduce this a bit. Still 1.8. Oh, I need to duplicate. Sorry about that. Yes. Now scale and drop the scale down. Okay. Now, one beauty about Illustrator, it snaps at everyone. Can you see the arrow, the pink arrow at the bottom, signifying that the spaces in between are the same, and that is what makes the beauty of designs comes out. Because now I can definitely see my design looking balanced. So let's arrange it properly well to see everything. Now, okay, select, bring it down. Then this is looking too weighty, it's not looking so balanced. Okay, can actually make it balanced. Let's make it balanced this way. Then this, then this. Yeah. So you can change the font called the font properties of this. You can drop it down if you want. Let's create one more here and do a scaling on it and do a scaling on it. So let's say okay, just scaled. And now this is a way to proportionally use skills, the way to effectively rather use skills in designs, in all your designs, in all your designs, in all your designs. So if you've been wondering what size of font should I use in this particular session, what's this, what's that, what size of shape, what size of element should I, how much should I increase or reduce this element, just golden ratio is right at your fingertip. So that's the end of the video. See you in my next video.